Yes, it's true. You read the title correctly. I found something amazing, spectacular. It is even better than solar distracting. Now, do not click off that video because you need to do something first for me, okay? And that is to like the video, dweeb. And for those of you that are not regulars of the channel, you can drop it whenever. Now, this new method I found out a couple of weeks ago, but I was just kind of waiting and seeing. I did some tests, and it seems to work out really, really well. However, in order to do this new distraction method, it has to be outside of Danny's world. I know, that sounds crazy, right? But hear me out. I'll reveal the method to you now. It is called crying and complaining. A good example of this is Pebble, right? Remember when he just wasn't distractible at all? Well, with the new crying and complaining distractor meta, we are now able to distract Pebble, someone that was undistractable. And listen, I know this sounds crazy. It hasn't been patched yet, but I think we could go even further beyond that. We could potentially distract Dial. All you gotta do is you just make a video, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, take your favorite place. So show yourself, you being the stupid player, struggling immensely, and then post that and say, wow, we can't even distract anymore. This is bad. Cry, right? Cry enough. Eventually, your pleas will be heard. They're gonna nerf said struggle that you had, and you'll be able to distract again. It truly is the best method. And I'm thinking, if we all in unison cry and complain enough, we might even be able to distract Dial. It is possible. All right, enough hee-hee ha-has. What's going on out there? What is happening? A couple of weeks ago, right, there were videos on TikTok about people complaining that they couldn't distract Pebble anymore. And everyone clowned on them. Everyone, rightfully so, clowned on those people because this game is too easy, right? We all complained about that. And out of nowhere, I see in my Discord, I got a ping from Blush Crunch. And it reads, twisted Pebble speed now slows slightly when rounding sharp corners, and his hitbox shape has changed to increase friction in tight kiting scenarios. I can't believe it. I truly cannot believe it. This game is being gripped by an elite group, bro. Almost Illuminati levels. It's just distractors. Didn't she say multiple times? The role is not there. It's not officially recognized by the game. But yeah, this ghostly, invisible, non-existent role is gripping the game like no tomorrow. Hell, we even have a sticker for it. This capitulation is crazy, man. I can't even play matchmaking without these dunderheads just leaving every single time because they don't see someone that is capable of distracting. Bro, this audience is so age regressed, man. The game is not hard. It's really not. Yet you got people that can't even beat a single digit floor. All because they need some dumbass balloon animal. Where is he? Right there. They need him to do this the whole time. And meanwhile, I want a survival game, right? I want to be looking around, being paranoid. I want a horror game. And no, instead, what do I get? iCore Simulator. This game is so miserable, man. It amazes me to this day just how anti-gameplay almost every single update that Danny's World just enables. You gotta stop catering to these people, man. You gotta stop. Because the more you cater to them, the worse they'll become. I don't even know if Qual has played any matches in matchmaking, but holy dude. If she just got five rounds, 5 experiences, she would see just how bad it really is right now. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you the stream UI. This is what I do for streams, okay? I did 100 rounds of matchmaking. Now, this isn't the matchmaking video. I'll reserve that for some other time. But so far, I did 100 rounds. Can you guess how many of them ended in victory? How many of them ended in losses? Take a look at this. Do you see that? 8 wins and 92 losses. Most of those losses, the team didn't even make it to floor 10. Half the team just gets wiped out on floors 1 through 7. It is miserable out there. Those are the results that you get when you enable people to force a certain meta and not allowing them to learn basic survival functions. It's amazing how many people I encounter that act like deer looking at headlights or just absolute wet blankets. It's amazing. I remember when I was a kid and I played horror games, right? And if I saw a monster, you know what my first instinct was? To run away from it. I don't know what's wrong with the modern generation, but they see a big monster and they just kind of act like idiots. And I cannot help but think that distracting has had a hand in it. I'm tired, man. Stop catering to these people. Your game's genre and subgenre is survival and escape. Yet every time I play, I see the opposite of that. I see people who are so damn needy that they need some dumbass mutt to run around in a circle just so they can handle the machines, just so they don't have to worry about the monsters. And what's even worse is that they never fixed the problem to begin with when distracting became a popular mess. Do you remember when this game first came out? I have videos where we were able to make it to floor 20 on the regular floors. I want to say 15 to 20 at least. And now, man, I can't even get a video of even going to floor 10. And the downgrading of players has been happening ever since distracting became a meta. Ever since it blew up, and it's just ruined so much of my experiences. And people tell me to mitigate it by going to the Discord or having my friends play. First of all, dude, my friends don't play this game anymore. They don't. They flat out don't. I shouldn't have to go outside of a game in order to receive good teammates. I should do what I did when I first played this game. Join a random match and have people that are viable enough to survive. So yeah, I needed to get that out of my chest, man. I am really disappointed with the current state of things. The next event, by the way, is Easter. And I'm praying to the heavens, man. After Easter, I better see gameplay. I see all these YouTubers that are trying to hype up vague statements. And I get it, man. We need some optimism, but I can't help but be pessimistic. After Easter, the next 3 updates, if nothing really changes and it's mediocre and it's the same, or even worse, terrible, I think it's safe to say that the game is not going to go anywhere. I think it's also safe to say that the game is going to be gripped by people who really only have selfish interest at heart. You know why these people complain, right? It's because they can no longer make it to the higher floors. You know, they're chasing after this achievement that's not even real. And when they see something that interrupts that, they complain, they whine, they whisper in the developers' ears, and they're forced to cater to them. Going back to the gameplay thing, it better be good. I don't want to see trash like the Circle Machine, the I-Core League. Treadmill would have been so nice, but got botched completely. Russia was, and it still is, a disaster. Only major thing they released that was good since last year was Dial, but I don't even ever see them because we can't play long enough, man. These matchmaking teammates don't survive. I never see the card. And on the rare occasions where it appears, it never gets selected. And on the even rarer occasions where it does, they die immediately. I beg of you, man, stop catering to these people. Make the game it was originally intended. This is not how you go about for a survival game. Name any other game where one singular person is able to take away all the danger and put it somewhere else and have everyone sit comfortably. That is such a major game flaw, and it is just kind of disheartening seeing people treat it as though it's not a game flaw. And look, I get it. I could hear some counter arguments, right? Where, oh, but like the maps are so small. Oh, it eventually gets too hard. That's not your fault. That's not the player's fault. It's the fact that these maps are not big enough, right? I mean, that's more so a game flaw, if anything. I just know that something like this cannot continue. They cannot continue to have a grip on the community and the game. I want to join the game and survive. Believe it or not, I'm one of those rare people that played Dandy's World for the gameplay. At least at first. And now we're in a state where we log into the game, right? And one of the reasons why I really liked it was because you had to survive the monsters. That was easily my favorite part. Doing a task and constantly being paranoid, constantly looking left and right, back and forth. That's what made this game so damn good. Yes, I get it. The characters are appealing, but realistically, man, that was the biggest reason to keep playing. And now that's been taken away. Now you just log in have someone deal with the danger, and you're just playing iCore simulator, essentially. Here's my thing. Either destroy distraction completely by fixing the game flaws, or introduce something that allows for players who don't want to deal with that, who want to play the game in a more classical style, to have its own separate mode. Something, man. This cannot continue. All right, I'm done ranting. I needed to get that off my chest. But yeah, have a good one. And with that, I bid you farewell. Goodbye. Goodbye.